Hello and welcome. How you doing today? This is I want to call myself Mr. Mustache. I don't know. Mm, that just sounds weird. We're gonna put a pin on that and think about it later. You're watching the Drawing Habit, aka the Mustache Show. Let's begin, shall we? Alrighty, so we're gonna be doing some figure drawing. We're gonna change it up a bit. I haven't drawn figures in a while. I thought maybe I want to do a little bit of both. I want to bounce back between working on this portrait and then working on the figure. I feel I need balance. I need a little bit of balance. And what better way than to be training yourself using train yourself with the figure. So let's begin. We're gonna add some nice little music with some night driving. How about that? Night driving in. We got go here. I gotta move the screen around. I need double screen. That's my life goal. Double screen for live streams. I wonder if my graphics card can handle it. It should. It should. We'll see. Let's move this to the center a little bit. Just trim it down some, make it small. So we're going to be doing 5-minute figure drawing studies. Just because, you know, why not? I just felt that I need to, do the figure. And we're going to be doing 5-minute figure drawing studies. And that's what I'm going to do. Move this to the side here. Where do you want it? Oh no, don't want that there. Let's put that aside. I don't know where to put this. It's everywhere. There we go. Let's kind of put that right over here. And got all these screens up on the window. Yeah, man. Let's do female figure. We're gonna do clothes, and it's gonna be 5 minutes. Yeah. Starting. Let's fix the screen a little bit. It's a little too big. Okay, and let's start. All right, so there we go. And I'm going to do it for 5 minutes because I just need to I need to practice again. There's nothing wrong with drawing the figure, man. Just getting your reps in and just to keep drawing. It's been a while since I've drawn the figure, so I'm going to go a little slow. That's why I opted for the 5-minute drawing because I'm just a little bit fearful. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm going to do it now. And we're going to go like this. Just well, I usually start out with like a shape for the torso and a shape for the pelvic, like the hips and the waist. And then I go from there. Like, I don't know. I don't have a set methodology at the moment. A set method. I should. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and just like that. And do something like this. And go ahead and move this. I don't know what she's doing. We're just going to kind of move around. But I'm not expecting miracles today. And I shouldn't. I really shouldn't today because it's been a while. It's been a good at least 20 days since I've drawn from the figure. And even though I have been drawing each day, you do kind of lose it. You do kind of lose that that motion, and it takes a little while to get back what you lost. And usually it takes like an hour or 30 minutes or so. You're just kind of getting warmed up, and People don't believe it, but you kind of get a little rusty when you don't practice what you normally practice. So I'm going to try to maintain, at least maintain the drawing habit of drawing the figure. So like draw like twice a week or something. That's been something I've been really thinking about with regards to that. And if you've noticed, I've been changing everything around. Like everything's changing, man. I got some ideas and I want to explore them. Oops, her head is off. Anyways, very rusty. Very, very rusty. It's been a while. And yeah, it's just been a while. This is really, really awful. Can't help it. Can't help it. You can't help it. There's these days that you're gonna just do rough. Oh no, what's going on? Oh no, why does it think my I'm having technical difficulties here. I'm gonna try it again. And we're just gonna try it one more time. Press B. Let's try it a little bit differently this time. I just need to. I'm gonna move around. We're gonna get really sloppy for this one. We're just gonna. I am almost gonna. It's just gonna be like me squiggling around. And the reason why I'm doing that right now is I need to loosen up, and it's gonna take me a minute to really loosen up this at this point because I really just need to loosen up. I'm like stiff. I feel really stiff. So it's going to be square. It's going to be scribbles for these next 5 drawings, and you might not even. It might not even look like a figure, and that's fine. Um, that's the thing about doing these drawings is doing these drawing every day. Look at that. It doesn't even look like the figure. It doesn't look like anything. It looks like a blurry mess. Um, scribble it around, just moving around, and then eventually I'll get somewhere. But I'm already running out of time. So let's go ahead and move again. Again, just going to scribble. We're just going to kind of move around on the surface. Just move around the surface. Don't worry if you don't get the figure. I'm just kind of moving around. I can't express that more enough. Like, um, basically, I'm trying to get this gesture and really just loosen up my drawing because I am at the moment I'm very stiff. So I think for these next few drawing, these 5 minute drawings is this going to be an introductory, like just getting back into the groove of things. So there's not going to be, it's not going to be like particularly good. It's just going to be me just kind of moving around the surface and then correcting and adjusting as I go. Oops. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. Yeah, so just moving around. I was like, what is happening? Why am I not moving? You know? Apparently there is I pressed some wrong buttons. Yeah, so it's not going to look like anything. It's not supposed to. And maybe eventually I'll get a little bit tighter, right? I'll move around. I don't know. I'm just going to keep moving around. But you don't have to worry about making mistakes when you're doing stuff like this. So I'm just going to be kind of slowly tighten things up. As I said, I'm really like rusty with it today. So it's going to be like this very scratchy type of forms. And she's also like this figure is kind of awkward. She's like jumping back, like, doing like a weird form. But so that that's challenging in its own right. So again, I want to kind of understand the figure. So I'm going to be playing around, and I will tighten up. As you can see, I'm tightening up her leg here, adding some cross contour forms just to kind of understand what's happening. This is her calf muscle, and then her foot is it's actually kind of um, tilted forward, you know. And so I'm just kind of playing around here and enjoying the process of making marks. And that's sometime you sometimes need that. Like you're gonna you hear this a lot with other artists. Like you're gonna be making there's gonna be art that you make that's gonna be like, what were you thinking? Like you're gonna say to yourself, like, what was I thinking? It's awful, right? So don't worry about that. Just keep working and slowly improving, you know. I see artists all the time on like YouTube. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I was that good at their age, you know. Um, and and also there's some reasons why they're better. They got more skill. They've like fixated on one genre of art, and I've never really like fancied one genre of art. I like to do a lot of random things. You know, it's never been like, oh, I'm just gonna draw the figure forever. You know, even though I do enjoy drawing the figure, I'm just not. It's not like, oh, this is gonna be my thing. This is gonna be my jam. It's not. It's kind of like, okay, right? I'm just gonna. So I'm running out of things to say. We're gonna move around. You know what? I was told this. It's like, you know what you should do, man? You know what you should do, Mr. Mustache? You should you should kind of talk like Bob Ross, you know? Like, I don't know if I can, bro. I don't know if I can. He's so soft spoken. Like, and we're gonna do just like happy little nose here. Make sure you draw that nose. Oh, look at that. So what's wrong is her head is like in her chest, and that's not right. Good warm up, good sketch. I like the bottom half. The top, yuck. You know, you're gonna have those yucky drawing moments, and that's okay. You're gonna have those moments where you're like, what was I thinking? So this time, again, another 5 minutes. Just draw very loosely, very loosely. I think I'm gonna cut it at 30 minutes today, because I was doing different things this morning, or I was doing different things today, and if you've noticed, I'm going to be doing some changes. I want to do some really unique things on my YouTube channel. I'm tired of like, oh, this is my YouTube channel. All I do is art. Great. Like, I feel like typecasted. I feel like I'm locking myself in, and I've always wanted to do like art tutorial videos, and I might do those in the future. I'm trying to dip my toes into editing, and so what I've done to dip my toes into editing is to do like auditory shorts on my Adobe Premiere Pro, and so I did a few today, and you may notice some of those on my YouTube channel. I was just practicing, so I never edited anything. And I've done a few editing videos, or it's a few videos that I edited, but like I'm kind of dipping my toes into it, and I'm doing some auditory shorts, auditory shorts, like audible or audio only, where I'm just editing the audio. And man, that is something I knew it'd be challenging, but it's nothing. It's not as easy as you think, and I think it's going to be a good journey for me, because I think it's going to just make me a more well-rounded individual. And I got some ideas. Some of it involves doing large-scale games. I'm in talks with some friends, and I'm seeing if I could. I'm talking with some friends, and we're going to see if we can kind of construct some like large-scale game board sets. I think that'd be kind of cool. to do like some videos where we created some large scale video game, not video games, but like game boards, and like a video series. And so that's what I'm thinking about doing, something like that. I got some other ideas. They're gonna be what's they're gonna be creative, and but they're not gonna be like it's not gonna be like, oh, how to do perspective, or what reasons why you're not growing as an artist. Um, they're gonna be creative in the sense that I'm gonna be constructing things and building things, and kind of problem solving, um, in that sense. I think I made her like shoulder way too high. I know it's high, but it's not that high. Um, so I'm really excited about it. It's just I don't know when to do it or when I'm going to start doing it. Another thing is another thing I want to start doing is, I know this is stupid. I've talked about this in like previous videos. I always thought it was dumb, but I am going to do reaction videos. Um, Honestly, I actually would love. I wouldn't mind doing that, because I remember I'm at work, and so like I'm at work in the back, and in the front you can see like TVs, and they have this station called like Chive TV, where they just show like short videos of and they show like silly short videos. And I remember I watched that, and I'm like, oh my, I'm laughing my butt off on some of those. I'm actually like, I'm doing reaction videos at my work without actually recording myself doing reaction videos. So I thought to myself, maybe I should just do that. And the reason why is, again, learning to edit. It's not just there's a double whammy with there. Like, I'm learning a skill. It's not like all fun and games. Like, it's gonna be a challenge to edit those videos. It took me like an hour or 30 minutes to edit like 30 seconds of like it took me like, how long did it take me? I don't know. It took me like at least 35 minutes to edit like 2 minutes audio, because I didn't know how to use the program. I've just never used it. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to this like new chapter. This would have been a nice drawing, by the way, but I'm kind of talking at the same time. So I'm looking forward to this new chapter in my YouTube channel, and I want to build it up so I can do some of the things that, I hate to say it, but I'm trying to model it after like Mr. Beast, in a sense, where he gives away a lot of his money. I don't have like, I used to do that. I used to do charity. When I was working at like 2 schools teaching multiple classes, I had a lot of like not extra income, but I would definitely donate money, and I would go to food banks and donate food. Well, I would donate bags of food like monthly, and it was really nice to be able to do that. It was really nice to be able to have enough money or enough assets or resources to do that. And I think if I could build my YouTube channel big enough where it's building some ad revenue, I would definitely be really into that. I actually definitely fancy art like nonprofits. I used to donate to art nonprofits. I can't anymore. But I would definitely heavily donate to those places. I used to do it all the time. But like, the world went well, what happened to the world. And so like my income went down dramatically, and so I had to stop all that. And I felt really bad, because it was really nice doing that kind of stuff with the gallery, like the gallery directors, the people that like the nonprofit art galleries that I donate to. I try, it was really nice being able to do that because it's very hard to get resources or get funds to those institutions. And I know that I would know, I know that a lot of artists typically don't do that stuff. They're, that like, uh, I just know you get that feeling. Like, I know, I don't know. Maybe they do. They don't talk about it. But, at the time I was making some not bank. I wasn't like rolling in the Benjamins, but I was making enough that I could do something like that, and it was really nice. It was a nice little like treat. This is not going anywhere, by the way. This is looking bad. That's not the point, though. The point is to keep drawing and slowly improve through time. Um, it's not going any. It's not going. Oops. What's happening here? Oh, I don't know. I think I got a shoulder too big. I don't know what I got. Maybe let's do some corrections here. Let's. Oops. Oh no. We're gonna just do something like this. We're gonna draw the back of the rib cage here, and just pretend this is her spine here, and then we're gonna pretend that we this is her hip, like a hip joint. Okay, and we're going to we got a triangular shape for our shoulder blades, kind of just drawing like a oops, and then they go right like this, and then something like this. Okay, and then you got her arm. I don't know. I'm just trying to get a sense of things. And then her neck goes like this. And yeah, so it'd be nice to be able to do that kind of stuff again. I really enjoyed it. I mean, obviously there's a little bit of like selfishness, like it makes you feel good, but it's also nice to be able to have enough to provide for other people that are in need. It just because it's just nice to be able to do that. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to do it for a couple years now. And, you know, so I'm going to be doing some different things with my YouTube channel. I almost think of it like it's kind of artistic in a way, like some of these weird things, these ideas I have planned. It's almost artistic in the sense that's more like performance art. This is a bad photo. I'm going to skip it. It's like performance art. I'm going to skip it. Let's skip that one. Skip that one. I'm going to skip a few of these. I want one good one for my last drawing. So, I'm going to skip a few of them. But the idea is it's kind of like performance art, and yeah. So I think I'm gonna do something like along those lines where it's gonna be performance, not like not the performance art that you see at art galleries, but like I'm thinking I'm gonna be doing these projects that are gonna be interesting and like I don't know. I have this idea in my mind that it's all gonna work out, and I just have this idea. I hope it's going to pan out. I'm really excited about it. That's why I renamed my channel the Mustache Show, because it's going to be like I'm going to have some like show like elements outside of these live streams. I was a little bit tentative, like I was a little bit worried because I was afraid of change, and that's why I was afraid of doing it. I didn't want to change my social media handles, and I did do all of them except for a few. I didn't want to do it. And if anything, what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about getting another, like setting up another email account. And what's happening? Stop. setting up another email account and like creating like backup social media platforms with my original handle just in case someone steals them. I don't know. I'm like being OCD about it. Um, I don't want people stealing my old handle. I don't know why anyone would. It's just my name. But yeah, I'm really excited about it, and it's gonna be a minute before things happen, but there's gonna be some subtle changes happening. I'm already trying to dip my toes into some video editing and yeah, all that kind of stuff. I think I'll be pretty good at it because I've had a year of just talking in like long format for doing these live streams. Like although oftentimes I don't. Gosh, this is awful. Like I'm doing a bad job here, folks. I am not lying. I'm doing a bad job. It's been a few days. It's been a while, so I am going to be. I think this is going to be part of my regular repertoire where I jump between the figure and I working on some portraits. So, and I want to bring back drawing my cactus drawings. I always had fun doing those, mainly because at the end of the day, I was able to get a drawing out of it, and that was always satisfying. Her arm needs to be pushed in more. Oh wow, and I exaggerated everything. Um, I feel like I pushed her hips like way out, you know, for like effect, even though it's not really that far out. Like it's more subtle. It is an extreme. It's like pushed out, but it's not that far. And I didn't give her enough area down here. Like she needs more area here, which means I need to bring down all of this. Um, but I don't have time for that. Like I made her neck kind of merges into her chest way too much. Like I need to make her torso longer. Um, it sucks when you find when you see those later. Like I might be able to extend it. Just kind of extend everything down a little bit. Let's see if I can extend her waist down. I don't know. Yeah, we might be able to kind of like do something like this. Again, as I said, I'm not expecting when I do these figure drawings, I'm not expecting much because I'm always running at a deficit, So they're always kind of be like studies, right? Always going to be like just kind of like practice studies. Oh gosh, it's awful. Ooh, ooh, I'm so mad. So mad. What am I going to do? Well, we're just going to start another drawing. I think. I'm going to find one. All right, we'll do that one. Last one. Last one. And we're going to go loose. I'm going to hold the pencil kind of like a stylus. Or hold the pencil really far so I'm really, 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 really loose. And we're just going to kind of block everything out. We're just going to make we're just going to go by shapes. We're going to make like these shapes here. Actually, I'm going to make the shapes a little bit more. I'm going to be looking, yeah. There we go. Yep. And just kind of go with the shapes here. This is a weird pose too. She's holding like a gun, blah, blah. She's got a gun. No. And yeah, I'm lost. All right. So we're going to do something like this. Then her chest is like that, and then her stomach, she starts to twist. She starts to twist a little bit. And her hips like here. So her hips are kind of down like this, right? She's kneeling, so her knee is kind of like it's projecting forward, you know? So you're going to draw something like that. And then her calf is kind of like going against it's like going against her thigh there, so it's going to look weird. And I'm going to sneeze. Oh my gosh. Now, and then her foot is kind of pivoting out like this. Like that. And so now what we have is a structure kind of working for us. And then her other leg is kind of flailing out this way. But she's wearing clothes. You just can't see it. I'm trying to break down the structure so I can understand it, because I need to slow down. Now that I'm kind of warmed up, I'm kind of seeing things a little bit better. Kinda, right? Her arm goes. Wait, let's go ahead and let's just get her torso. Let's get this torso in right here, and then let's draw. Let's get her head. Her head is like something like this. Her head actually, she's got less. I'm just gonna kind of like draw the shape of her head. Not like the not like the shape of her skull, but like the shape of the of her head with the hair. And we're just gonna kind of like just kind of fill in some of the areas here. Like that. And let's go ahead and we're gonna draw like a just like a blockhead for now. Like that's her head as a block. Right? And then we're not going to get to the details of her head. I just wanted to have that there. Okay, now her arm goes somewhere like her. Let's just kind of draw. It kind of goes up, and then you have something like that, maybe. And then you got this, and then. This is where it kind of gets tricky for me. Now we're going to work on this for a little bit more. I just want to get like the forms in. And her forearm kind of comes up like right here. And then her other arm kind of comes up like this. And just going to do something like that. Just drawing some contour lines to kind of get an idea of how her body is. So we have the torso like this, and then as I said, it kind of moves like this, and her hip, right, and then we can kind of her calf muscle kind of does something like this. And let's make her knee a little, like you got her knee a little bit blocky. There we go. And let's go ahead and move. See, we're just kind of playing around with the structures right now. I'm not going to be focusing on the finishing. I just want to kind of play around with the structure of the body here. And her hand like this in her other hand. I can't really tell what's happening. Boom. And let's go ahead and move it a little bit more. B. And she's got that. She's got a firearm. Boom. Pow. Pow. Or pew. Pew. Right? Pew pew pew. Anyways, that is it for the day. It was a good run. I had a few good drawings, or a few good. I started getting there. Anyways, I got to get going. I had a few. I have a lot of things I got to do today. Anyways, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I wish you all the best. I got to get going. Cheers. Where are we going here? We got to move out of. What's this? I don't know if I should call it the Mustache Show. I don't know. We'll see. What are your thoughts? Should I call it the Mustache Show? Or should I keep going with Matt Pearson art? We'll find out. Maybe in a while. Goodbye. Thank you. I got to get going out of here. All right, everyone. Take care, everyone. Have a good evening. I wish you all the best, and thank you so much.